What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're on our main account and we're going to be showing off some PvP with the newest hero. We're going to be going in with Soren. We're going to be going a very heavy Mauler centric type team. We're not even going to be running Aaron. This could almost continue the whole idea of using using Reinier in our team. The only difference is I have been running Brutus in the front row. One thing I have been considering is running Kruger instead to shred some of that physical defense, because we do have two heroes on this battlefield now that do hits like that. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. The other option I was thinking about doing is this, where they run around the backside here and then swapping the Brutus. You know what? I'm actually not mad at that. We can see how that turns out. Granted, I would much rather swap the Arden. The Arden is definitely the target we want to go for. Let's just see how this turns out. Shakir and Soren, either way, are going to be running around the other side, but actually it doesn't matter because Aaron pulls them together. Arden looks like he goes down. We got to worry about the Thorn ultimate, though, in the middle here. Yeah, Thorn does a crazy amount of damage. Shakes out the Reinier, but everybody else is still kind of healthy so far. And we are getting a ton of damage put out, even with all that insane amount of healing. Like, Aaron's died like 4 times over with the amount of damage he's received. But because we have these two healers in the corner being annoying, yeah, you see what I'm talking about. Lots of damage reduction. Soren is actually just stuck here, and that was a huge negative for us because they are split right now. How much damage is this going to do? Enough to proc his haste, which actually turned out to be good. And now Alsa's little barriers are actually causing us some issues here getting to the enemy Thorin. Either way, though, it did turn out pretty well. And that was without swapping him either, so we didn't have the sustain at all either. You can see his damage is very respectable, and I'm really loving these Mauler type teams going up against these traditional squads, which does mean that if you're in Supreme Arena, this gives you a whole new squad to use compared to what you're used to. This time we are going to go for the Arden there, and I think I might actually throw an Odie in. Odie can be too slow sometimes. The fact that we're going to get CC'd means I kind of want to put Rhys in. Let Shakir go to the front row. Let's see how this turns out. If we can nuke down the Arden immediately, that really raises our chances to win here. But looks like they were using the Enlightening spell, so we couldn't, but he basically got nuked down to Oblivion anyway. And the fact that the Scarlet is not even on the battlefield means this is a huge victory for us, not even a competition. And when you got that Reinier swap on offense, my goodness, do things go your way. Let's see the Soren damage then. Decent, surprisingly. I think a lot of people would be surprised that I use Rhys quite a bit now that he's Mythic Plus and actually Supreme Plus, and he performs extremely well for me, and I've been really enjoying him. Hopefully I don't make a mistake and fight one of my teammates, but the cool thing is with this team, it doesn't even matter like if the squad looks like this or something. Most of the time I want to try to put the team more like that. And we can kind of have a random hero here, because we could actually swap Rhys over there. But I think that looks good. Scarlet is not going to get swapped, but that does still give us the damage reduction and such, and it does put him on the other side of the battlefield. Two things we want with this combo. And then Rhys is over here completely untouched, just running rampant with his abilities, and he does a crazy amount of damage if you can position him very well. So you can see how strong this has been, right? This is a very powerful combo, and we're fighting teams with very similar power level as well, and this is just going extremely well, like just insanely good. And you can see what a Rhys can do when he's completely untouched on the other side, which is kind of why Shakir, Soren, and Reinier are so good, because they distract everything. Also then puts up walls to make it so they can't even make it to his side of the battlefield, and it turns what is usually one of the strongest battlefields for the Carolina Arden style teams and actually pushes it to our advantage, which is a very safe hero over there. Now there is a Carolina. I want to do that swap there, and I think this is still the same type of team I want to run. Letting Shakir kind of be the front row tank is good, because Reinier is actually going to... Actually, no, he doesn't provide him a shield because this isn't season content. This is non-season content. But you can see the main damage deal on enemy side just goes down so quickly, especially with the Rhys in the back, just unloading on them, doing pushbacks, which causes more Alsa. And you can see, this is just like... this is not even fair. This is very, very easy victories in the team that we have created. And again, Rhys is typically our second best damage dealer. The fact that we're sending the Soren to the other side of the battlefield is really important because also puts those walls up. And on a lot of these battlefields that the enemies pick to set their team up on, they are designed with tons of walls, which means we can just go crazy on them. Do we try hitting way up? I don't know if we can actually take this on. It's not a huge difference of power. We can kind of just run the same team. Let's see what happens here. This one does have the Aaron here again, but Rhys does not get pulled by that. If we can take the floor bell out really quick here, that'll be perfect. Yep, she's gone, which usually means this is just a victory. Like, once you take the enemy damage dealer out, so many of these teams in PvP right now are like single damage dealer squads with tons of support, and Reinier is amazing at picking that enemy apart, bringing them to your side of the battlefield. Rhys does go down, but yeah, we got 3 heroes up, plus we got the Reinier that's in the portal, just one-shotting stuff. Oh, this is the best PvP team I've had right now. Now, I don't know how this works against the crazy Megalodon whales that have like the DNL teams and everything, but you can see the power of Soren in PvP. This is where he is definitely going to shine, especially if you have Mauler heroes around him to kind of build with it. So let's keep hitting up. Let's do these last couple ones hitting up. That's annoying right there. Belial is also annoying. Smokey is annoying. I actually don't even know who I want to swap. I guess I swap the Reinier, or I try to swap the Belial, but I don't know. Can you swap a Belial? I don't even know if that's a thing. Let's see what happens. I've never actually faced a team like this. It's got 3 Hypogen and Celestial heroes. They are going to spawn all of those little minions from the Belial, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I think we still just having the same amount of damage. Just Rhys ultimate is going to like take so many targets out right there. And then yeah, it's basically down to the Brutus buying time for the Scarlita. No, Scarlita yeeted someone off the battlefield. But I think we got this. Soren's still alive. He's got the link. He's really good. This is a strong PvP team, and this is what it's all about. This squad is my favorite. I mean, I probably said it 10 times already. This is my favorite PvP team right here, and it's just getting wins so easily. Let's see if we can hit up one more time. Not against Yoshi. That's a little too hard. Not against one of my guild mates. Let's do this one again. It is a good hit up. And again, we're going to swap on that floor bell. We're going to have our Alsa and Rhys in the back line, just picking her apart right here. You see Rhys pushed her back right there. Hopefully she gets taken out. Yep, just completely nuked down by damage. Meanwhile, Shakir's in the front row, just tanking everything up. Soren's in the back row, slicing and dicing. And then, yeah, he just basically is going to AoE them down, right? Big AoE coming. Yep. I love this team so much. Plus 10 Shakir adds so much damage reduction and power, and this is my squad. I absolutely love this team. Wait, what? Why is that my formation? I did not set that as my formation. What is happening here? That's not what I set up. So typically this is what we run for offense here. Although sometimes running the Reinier isn't as good of an option just because they can kind of work around him more often. So sometimes you put in a different hero, whether it's someone like Smokey, someone like a little bit tankiness in the front, you can. But this basically makes it so that like everybody is exposed, and I just absolutely love this lineup. So let me know what you guys think. This is awesome. This is my favorite team. It beats all the compositions besides like the really Megalodon ones that I'm aware of right now. So yeah, unconventional heroes do unconventional things and win easy battles. See you guys next time.